Make God the hero of their life. It says in Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You train that child, do your best. Doesn't mean they're never going to sin, never going to go maybe down a wrong path. That means you train them up. Eventually, they're going to come back to God. Also, Hebrews 10:25, not forsaking the assembling of yourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. In everything you do, point your grandkids to God. You know, whether the way you live, the way you act, point them to God. The way you walk in your life, point them to God. So practically speaking, here we go. Have your family, have you and your grandkids centered in church. Be in church, be involved in a church. If you don't have a church you're involved in, find a church that you can get plugged into and that they can get plugged in, because you need encouragement just as much as they do. Don't think that you don't need God. You do. You need to grow. If you're not a Christian, I want to encourage you to go watch the video on what it means to be saved and how to accept God's love into your life. But you need to grow in your faith too. You need that encouragement. You need to be around other Christians. It's good for you, but it's also good for your kids, your grandkids. And you have them centered in a church, but also it's good for them to see you sitting there in church too and growing in your faith. Spend time with other Christians that love God. Spend time with other Christians that are around you, and help your kids see other Christians that love God and want to walk with God. Talk about how good God is. Talk about Him in front of your grandkids and let them see that. It's going to help them understand and grow from that. Fight for a pure home. You know, with TV, there's some options you have. You can go to pluggedin.com and you can see all the content from the movies, from most of the movies that are coming out. It has the spirituality, the sexuality, it has the language, it has all the stuff in there that breaks it down, shows you what's in there. And if there's stuff in there they shouldn't watch, then you don't go see that movie, or you don't go watch it on your television. So look it up. And they have movies from several years ago, even to the current ones, and they keep updating them on pluggedin.com. That's a ministry of focus on the family. There's also an app that you can download called VidAngel, and that you can get it on your Amazon Fire Stick or on your Apple TV or many devices, called VidAngel, and you can use that to protect your grandkids from seeing things they don't need to see and watching movies and TV shows. And it filters out the language and it filters out scenes and stuff like that. So check those things out. There's tools out there to help you be pure. There's also things you can put filters on your phones and for accountability. And it'll help you with your grandkids, but also with you, and it'll help them be accountable. So be careful what they watch on the internet, or look at on the internet, or look at on television. Protect their minds. You know, I saw a lot of stuff I shouldn't have seen when I was a kid, and it honestly has hurt me. I wish I would never have seen it. I didn't have rules in my house. I watch whatever I want. I'm telling you, protect your grandkids from that content. Be careful what music you have. They don't fill their minds with garbage. You know, I had some classmates that were just heavily into like heavy metal music, and it just warped their minds. Even this one kid, he looked like he was like satanic. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because he was filling his mind with Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, all this stuff. Be careful what they're listening to. Be careful what even stuff that seems innocent. You know, there's some country songs out there that, you know, because we act like country music's just next to Christian. There's a lot of country songs talking about sex and all this stuff, and they're going to be curious after they hear these words. So you got to be careful, again, what they're listening to. You want to protect their minds, protect their innocence, you know, and talk to them and help them understand that, you know, to live pure, and talk to them about purity. It says in Romans 6:10 and 11, likewise reckon yourselves to be dead indeed unto sin, but alive unto God through Jesus Christ our Lord. You know, we were supposed to be dead to sin and not letting sin come into our life. 1 Thessalonians 5:22 says, abstain from all appearances of evil. And then also Philippians 4:8 and 9, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things, those things which you have both learned, received, and heard and seen in me do, and the God of peace shall be with you. When you do these things, you're going to have peace in your life, and you're going to have your grandkids are going to have peace in their lives. I'm sure that's something you want. And if you want to see that your grandkids succeed, if you want to succeed, fight for purity in your home. Be consistent with them. Make God the hero of their life. Make God centered in their life. Have a God-centered home.